In a world where abandoned places whisper forgotten stories, there was one tale that sent chills down the spines of even the bravest urban explorers. They broke into an abandoned theme park, but one ride was still moving. Eli, a 24-year-old urban explorer with a passion for documenting the eerie and forgotten, had heard rumors of this place. His friends had laughed it off as just another urban legend, but Eli knew better. He could feel it in his bones. There was something different about this park. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the overgrown parking lot, Eli and his group of fellow explorers approached the rusted gates. The air grew thick with an unsettling stillness, broken only by the distant creaking of metal. They slipped through a gap in the fence, their flashlights cutting through the darkness like knives. The once vibrant attractions now stood as skeletal remnants of joy long past. Peeling paint and shattered windows told stories of happier times, now lost to decay and neglect. But as they ventured deeper into the heart of the park, something caught Eli's attention. A faint rhythmic sound echoed through the night, the unmistakable whir of machinery in motion. His heart raced as he realized the source, the old carousel, its painted horses frozen in eternal gallop. Against his better judgment, Eli approached the ride. The others hung back, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and fascination. As he drew closer, he could see that the carousel was indeed turning, its mirrors reflecting distorted images of the group. The music box melody that once brought delight to children now played a haunting tune that seemed to come from another world. Eli's flashlight beam danced across the horses, revealing chipped paint and eyes that seemed to follow his every move. Suddenly, the carousel began to spin faster, the music growing more frenzied with each rotation. Eli stumbled back, his heart pounding in his chest. He watched in horror as ghostly figures appeared on the horses, their translucent forms flickering in and out of existence. The spectral riders reached out with ethereal hands, their faces contorted in silent screams. Eli felt an icy grip on his arm, pulling him towards the whirling nightmare. His friends' shouts faded into the background as the carousel's song grew louder, drowning out all other sounds. In that moment, Eli understood the terrible truth. This wasn't just an abandoned ride. It was a gateway to something beyond their world. The carousel had been waiting, hungry for new passengers to join its never-ending journey. With a surge of adrenaline, Eli wrenched himself free and ran. He didn't look back, didn't stop to see if his friends were following. The sound of hooves thundered behind him, growing closer with each passing second. As they burst through the gates and into the safety of the street beyond, Eli finally dared to glance over his shoulder. The park stood silent once more, the carousel motionless in the distance. But he knew it was only waiting, biding its time until the next unsuspecting explorers stumbled upon its domain. Eli's hands shook as he fumbled for his camera, desperate to document what they had seen. But as he reviewed the footage, his blood ran cold. The carousel appeared perfectly still in every frame, showing no sign of movement or supernatural activity. In the days that followed, Eli couldn't shake the feeling that something had changed within him. He found himself drawn to other abandoned places, always searching for that same eerie energy. His dreams were filled with the sound of carousel music and the sight of ghostly riders reaching out for him. Some say the ride never stops, it just waits. If you love horror that loops in your head, drop a like and follow before the next seat gets taken. For Eli and his friends, the nightmare of that night would forever haunt them, a constant reminder that some places are better left unexplored. As word of their experience spread, others were drawn to the abandoned park, each hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious moving carousel. But Eli knew the truth. The ride chose its passengers carefully, and once you were chosen, there was no escaping its grasp. The carousel became an urban legend, whispered about in hushed tones by thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts. Some claimed to have seen it spin in the dead of night, while others swore they heard the faint strains of its music carried on the wind. But for those who truly encountered the carousel's dark magic, life would never be the same. They carried with them a piece of that otherworldly realm, forever marked by their brush with the unknown. And so the abandoned theme park stood, a silent sentinel guarding its terrible secret. The carousel waited patiently, its painted horses poised to gallop once more. For in the world of forgotten places and lost souls, some rides never truly end, they simply pause, ready to whisk away the next unwary visitor into a realm where the boundary between this world and the next blurs into a terrifying, endless loop.